very good morning to you all. What an absolute amazing crowd, I must say. On behalf of the team here at Leighton Real Estate, I would like to welcome you all, of course, to a very much anticipated and a very, very special auction, I dare say, is going to be here for you today. My name is Marco Gaddis, by way of introduction, and of course, assisting me here today is the man of the hour. Certainly needs no, just be careful, sir. Certainly needs no introductions there. Clinton Wynn, he's done a wonderful, wonderful job. You all have met him, had the opportunity to have a discussion with him in the marketing of this property, of course, and many more of our colleagues. They are scattered around, so they are here with your assistance. So if you do have any questions regarding the property, the documentation, or you simply just need a hand with your bidding here today, they are the people to certainly reach out to. They'll be more than happy to help out in any way they can. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today's auction will be in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that have been made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting late bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a realistic reserve price, let me assure you that, and one certainly in line with your feedback that you managed to provide Clinton over the last 3 to 4 weeks of its marketing campaign. As the auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders on request and also determine the increments in which bidding can be advanced in those. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruption by bidders and prohibits any bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for such conduct. The rules do permit the making of vendor bids, and the words I'll make extremely clear if and when it's certainly necessary to do so during the course of today's auction will be as simple as those two words, a vendor bid. And of course, only I as the auctioneer here today can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward, ladies and gentlemen. The terms in which we sell to you here today, of course, by the most obvious public auction, we do sign on an unconditional contract with a no 3-day cooling off period, and we do offer the property to you here today on an as-is, where-is basis. Shortly after the property being announced. So, scared you there, didn't I? That was the intent. You'll be certainly welcomed into the home where you will pay a 10% deposit, and of course settlement and the remainder of your balance will take place, and I believe still 30 to 60 days is still applicable, Clinton. Yes, so plenty of options and plenty of flexibility for you here today, guys. So bid with an abundance of confidence that you've got a wonderful home ready to go, and you can certainly move in as quick as 30 days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must say, we are certainly very, very proud to be marketing this property, because from the moment that you hit the internet, phone calls, email inquiries and inspections came flooding in. The interest that we have gained from marketing this wonderful property has been truly second to none. That's for sure. Your chances here of securing this property is a rarity in itself. That I can guarantee you. And I know some of you are here today with the intentions of bid and buying, and certainly no surprise to see so many of you here. You also know one fact: there are other properties on the market. But I also know that you know that what we offer you here is not offered anywhere else. What we offer you here is the opportunity to purchase a young, stylish, vibrant, spacious 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom garage. What we offer you here is an exceptional location that no other homes and houses offer. Literally a stone's throw away from all your amenities. High schools, group of shops, Waverley Gardens, easy access to the Springvale Junction, Homemaker Centre, Springvale Central, the list goes on and on. What we also offer you here, a rarity in itself, is your own self-frontage, no common ground and no body corporate. Your decision here should be very, very simple, and that is to secure it and do what you can to make sure you call it your own in the next 10 minutes. Because opportunities like this don't come up every day. know some of you here have come with a budget to pay, but one thing that I am certain, that competition here will be very, very much present. What I'm also certain about, it is most likely going to exceed that preset limit that you've come to pay here today. But I assure you on one thing, 60 days from today, 90 days, 6 months from today, you'll realise how cheap this property really went for. So if I can make a small suggestion, if you do need to stretch yourself that extra 10, 15, maybe even $20,000, I know it hurts, it will hurt, but I also know that that 10, 15 or $20,000 will make all the difference between you securing this fine and rare property, or going back again on the internet on Monday, going through the realestate.com and getting those wonderful phone calls from Clinton Monday to Sunday to organise another inspection, of which, let me remind you, you're most likely going to purchase something more inferior to this property and probably pay this price that you should have paid for today and maybe even more. That I can guarantee you, because I see it all the time. So if there's anything, ladies and gentlemen, let's learn from that. I sincerely wish you well with your bidding, your competition. 2-1 Lee Avenue is now open for your fair and reasonable starter on offer to get me going here today. I don't mind where we start today. Buyers, bid, offering away. Where do I see a fair and reasonable start? 550, I said fair, reasonable start, Clinton. 550, let's knock it straight down there and kick it off with a 25 in the rise and call it 75. Quarters in the rise now at this point at 25 at 550 here. Fair will bid it off at 75 with you when you're ready. At 550, there's 6 of you here. I know that for a fact. Make no mistakes about it. I won't waste time. At 550, if I've made no clearance about this, I should have. This couple here will have that first and exclusive opportunity at treating at the vendor's reserve if I pass the property in that unlikely event. It shouldn't happen. There's 6 of you here. There it is. At 60, we'll take you 10. I'm happy to reciprocate, madam, and go straight to 70 and call it 70 if you will. At 560, the call straight on the right wing here. At 560, says no, looks good for you. Looks like you'll be getting a good buy here today, sir. At 560, the call. At $560,000, where are we at? At 10,000 in the rise, should be at least another 4 in the crowd, going in nice and strong, doing maybe that knockout bid nice and early. Fish out all your competition here today at 560. At 560, the call it 70 if you will, if you like. 570, 70. There it is, there's your competition. There's 3 more to go. I know that interest is here. 570, call it 80. 570, call it 80 now with you if you like. Still bargain buying, I assure you, at that level it is. At 570 the call, what do we say? 8 now. At $570,000, open to anyone else, no discrimination here. Left wing, back corner there if you like. At 570 the call, straight here on my right. At $570,000, the bid's now here. There, I apologise. There you go, 70. I apologise. At $570,000, he nearly had it back again at 570. At $570,000, call it 80. What do you say now, Jeffrey? Where are we at? At 580 now. Call it 80. The call 10. That's all it takes to get straight back in front now. At 570, call it 80 now if you like. At 570. In the first, second, third, final call now. You're all done. Finished now. Sorry, what was that? 80. And 80 back again. I'm not going to waste time. I know the interest is here. One of you is going to buy it that I know at 80. Go straight back to 90, sir, or go straight to the killer, the 690, and back at 90, call it 6. At 600,000, I assure you, if you find something like this under 630, 640, I tell you now, you're buying it. At 600,000, call it 600. There it is. Missed out on it. 10 will see you take it back to the, sorry? 20. That's how it's done, guys. The interest is here. This is how you bid at auctions at good properties like this that we have to offer for you today. At 620,000 the call, Jeff, here. At 620. And the first, 40. 40. I tell you what, 40. 40. At 40. And we're on the market. We sell, no better bid.
Make no mistakes about it now, it's $640,000 now, off we go. Now we're playing for keeps. I'm happy to take any increments now at any level. At what? 50, at 5, 6.5, at 650,000, 55, back again in front with a 5 for 5, 5 now, happy to take your 5 now if you like. At 655, playing for keeps at any level now, I'm happy to take your 660 if you like, madam. Maybe 2.5 if you will. At 650, 655, 655, 655, at $655,000 here in the first 60. Go back 65. Go straight back again to that nice knockout bid that you're clearly good at, ma'am, and go straight to the 80. What do we say? At $660,000 now. What do we say? What do we go? At 65. Happy to reciprocate the other 5, madam, sir. What do we say? 65. Go straight to the 70, or can we call it 7? This is the way to really fish out how much they've got left in their budget. I assure you one thing, she came here with a budget like everyone else. All you and I have to do is try to find it. At 600 and 65, the call. In the first, second, third time before we let it go, 70. Back again at 75. Call it 75. Where are we at, Jeffrey? You still doing some work? We're going on a break, a Kit Kat break. At $670,000. 202? 72. Go 75, sir. 72, straight to 75. 72 here. At 72 here. 2 here. 75. 75, go straight to the 80. We'll get there anyway, madam. Go straight to the 80. This is the time. Don't break the bids. It could be very close. It took them about an extra minute and a half to come back with that last rebuttal. I dare say it's coming towards an end at 675. 2 at 770. At 770. At 677. 677. At 677 the call. At 677 the call now. First, second, third. Final call, you're done, you're finished, sir, you've given it your best, you're out at $677,000 before we let it go. 680. At 680. Gone wide here, where are we at? We're definitely out, madam. Give it your best, no regrets in 15 minutes. 680,000. 81. At 81, back again at 82. Now we're back to 1. So this is a sign that they're coming towards an end. Make no mistakes about it. Where are we at here? Was there any bids here? At $681,000 here in the front. In the first, second time, third and final time before we let it go. Sell no better bids. Right? 85 and 85. At 685. At 685 looks good for you. There's the shake of the head. Looks like you might have just done it, sir. Calling it yours at 685. At 685, you feel it, madam, you're definitely out. You've given it your best. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. At $685,000, back line there. You're all out. No bidding there. Before we let it go at 685, I'm happy to even take $500. How's that? Less than what you would have probably had to pay in champagne for your housewarming. Okay? $685,000 before we let it go. We call it 3 times, sir. I appreciate your patience. I do have to do the best I can for my vendor here. So, last 3 times before we let it go, buyers. First, second, third, and final time. You're all out. You're definitely finished. I have your confirmation. You've given it your best. No regrets. Madam, you're definitely out. Definitely out. Promise. You said that to me before, you know that. 685, no bids here. Back there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 3 calls now, we are selling, and sold. And congratulations, sir. $685,000. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being another successful late.